The Hive is known as one of the most popular and influential Minecraft Bedrock servers to ever exist, offering a wild range of games to play, with each having their respective creative aspects and secret lore. These games can range from casual party to hardcore PvP games, and I am on a mission to complete every single game on here, which is easier said than done. With the countless amount of sweats, games involving difficult strategy, and a laptop on mere life support, it was safe to say this challenge would be quite the experience. Before we begin, this challenge will consist of 2 rules to ensure I'm able to complete this challenge. Rule 1. I can't use any in-game purchases to my advantage. That means I can't buy a rank or certain beneficial cosmetics. Don't think there's many, so that won't be a problem. Rule number 2. All I have to do is win the game. If it's considered a victory by the server, then it counts as a win. Now let's start our journey with Block Drop. This game is basically TNT Run under a different name and other mechanics, so it wasn't that difficult to complete. I managed to stay on the top layer the majority of the game, up until the top layer got removed and I dropped down to the last player. Yeah, everyone just kept dropping like flies, so it came down to us two. Hitting them with a knockback Nemo didn't work on them, but they eventually ended up dying on their own anyway. Next on the list was Ground Wars, which was surprisingly simple. There's 2 turfs, and you must push back the opponent as much as possible and claim the majority of the ground to win. Pushing them back early game really gave the advantage. As they tried making their desperate attempts to save their ground, it didn't end up doing much though. Next up is Block Party, which is essentially musical chairs, but you get on the corresponding colors. This took way longer than I expected because I'm colorblind for some reason. Cause like, why does gray and black look so much alike? Obviously it doesn't look the same now, but in-game the lighting makes it much harder. Instead of taking the power-ups, I focused more on getting on the actual colors in time, which worked a lot better. But at the final part, me and my opponent both don't make it, so I used the spare leap I had to stay in the air long enough to win the game. After that stressful fiasco, we make our way to bridges, specifically bridge duels. Here you cross a bridge and score points in a best of 5. I thankfully had a level 10 player on my side who helped score the majority of the points. We were at a disadvantage at the start though, but then we scored 3 points in a row, which gave us the win. Solos was next in the queue, and this went easier than expected. For point 1, I used the leap to get around him. Point 2 took a little of killing back and forth, and eventually knock him in the void. And point 3, I don't know what he was trying to do. While on great pace, I moved to solo survival games, which I easily got first try. This game is basically just Hunger Games where you gather chest loot, kill others, and be the last one standing. After getting some armor from the cornucopia, scavenging level 1 chests would be next on the list. That would be until Grace Period ended, where I went over to third party a fight and knocking both of them out. I then proceeded to find my first cash cow, which I didn't know existed, and just continued running around the map until deathmatch came. I took the risk of going to the more stacked guy, and managed to combo him a bunch. Using his armor, I cleaned up the last guy who just got out of a fight. I decided to skip team survival games so I could focus more on easier games like Death Run, where you race to the finish while 2 people sabotage you. As the countdown struck 0, everyone took the opportunity to use their leap. I saved mine, which helped a little bit, but some did start overtaking me. I got set back bit by bit. It was looking like I wouldn't be finishing it, but I wouldn't be backing down that easy. By using the leap tool to get across while the others were still on cooldown, I got first place in the end. Enough casual games. We're getting competitive with Capture the Flag, where you guessed it, capture the opponent's flag. I'm normally on the offense side, but taking defense was my best bet as literally everyone on my team was going offense. As I began doubting my decision, my teammate managed to get the opponent's flag and successfully securing it. So, with my time as defense nearing its end, I slaughtered all that came in my path and led our team to another flag capture. And with Red basically giving up, sweet victory had been obtained. We're getting OG now with Murder Mystery, one of the Hive's certified classics. The round starts off like any other, collecting coins and hearing the excruciating sounds of innocent players being slaughtered to death by a sick psychopath. In-game, of course. Anyway, thanks to the people snitching, I successfully kill the murderer with my bow and claim victory. Time to hide from my deepest sorrows with hide and seek. You'll know what this game is if you've had a proper childhood. I chose to become a barrel and go blend in with a few other barrels. Now it's just a waiting sim and voila, you're done. Alright, what's next? Oh no. Yeah, it's just build time, but I'm gonna have to do a few censoring here and there. For solos I get the rocket, so I take the stereotypical color palette of a spaceship and get to work taking inspiration from an image on Google. Add a window, nice background, some stars, and voila! A masterpiece. There were some nice builds and rather questionable ones too, but nonetheless got the win by 4 points. Duos is next, and I'm without a duo. The theme was teddy bears, so I look up another image on Google and begin my totally original artwork. I tried giving a bow tie, but there wasn't enough time. I began wondering if competition would be an issue, and yeah, it really wasn't. I won by a ridiculous 5 points. Alright, enough of that. Let's get into some action with Skywars, specifically kits solos. Kits are primarily the easiest one, so it wouldn't be a big deal, I said. Oh, how naive I was. It took hundreds of attempts. People call Minecraft Bedrock a platform for iPad kids to roam. Well, that's not the case, buddy. These kids have the most ridiculous mind-bending setups I've ever seen and spend their entire lives behind a screen tryharding on clueless other children to max out their levels and get that little attention their parents didn't give them. And I look up to them. I went to mid and claimed all the diamond armor there, regardless if I was going to wear them or not, and if people were to approach me, I would just obliterate them. GG's. Following that was solos. I took a few items from my island, rushed a random guy without him suspecting a thing, and before I knew it, I was already at full diamond. How convenient. So I bridge to middle and loot the chest. Then someone tries invading my territory. How rude. And even after I kill him, another guy just approaches. So I have no choice but to chicken out, exploit myself out of there, miss the jump, enter pro onto the island, wait till the coast is clear, third party a random guy, chase him, place some blocks on the bridge so he gets intimidated, and snowball him off. It's that simple. Anyway, where's the other guy? Oh, there you are. He decides to pro mid-fight, by the way, which is the stupidest thing you can do, so I managed to kill him. Then just murder the others, blah blah blah, and GG's. Alright, this is getting boring. Speed round. Duos. Get the chest, get the redstone, get full diamond in just 2 chests. Wow, so convenient. Kill an understacked guy, realize my teammate died from being stupid. What an idiot! Find someone stalking me, chase him.
You can't hide from me.
Successfully 4-party them and win. Squads, get the stuff, bridge towards mid. Oh no, I left my teammates, sorry about that. Get a crap ton of diamonds, encounter a guy, get trash talked on by him, mind your own business and head to the last team. Get annoyed by them for several minutes but then win the game. Kits duos, bridge to middle, get diamonds, get intensely carried by your teammate then watch them die from stupidity, nearly get trapped by some annoying player and win. Sky trios, okay, this is the same stuff again, isn't it? Wrong! I freaking die! But it's not over yet, my teammate can still get the win. He approaches the final guy. He attacks. It's literally 2 kids struggling to press their iPad properly. And win yet again! Sky Mega, get killed and also get carried by your arch nemesis, Boo Pixel. They did have some major clutches though, gotta respect them for that. And that's Skywars finished. Time to go back to building with Solo's extended build time. The theme is submarine and it's 12 in the morning, so I just cook up some random thing. And voila! C'est un masterpiece! My competition was limited, so I got the win easy. Yo's extended time is next and it's breadin' time. I'm running out of jokes, please bear with me here. I decided to build a knife cutting a loaf of bread, which was fairly easy to do. My competition was quite challenging, but I still managed to win by 2 points. What's that I hear? It's the comical noise of me falling to my demise in gravity. This one is basically just Dropper under a different name. This took way too long as I didn't realize that finishing gave you the win, not finishing first place. Now for the hardest game of them all, we've got Bedwars, aka Sweat Hangout. Seriously, the amount of sweats is getting ridiculous. Duos was up first, even though I didn't have a duo, and my neighbor Savetta was getting really annoying, so I just wiped them out of existence. So now we camp middle and rush back. Boom, full diamond. Now we have the middle to ourselves, sudden death won't be a problem. Doubling the team size gets us to squads, in which I got carried by my teammates. Wiping out green and yellow was easy, so let's just head to blue. What the hell? Oh, and that would be the least of my concerns. These people were extremely selfish and didn't bother dying whatsoever. And with some back and forth trash talking, their fate would rightfully be settled. Oh yeah, what's that game I wanted to finish again? Right, Survival Games Duos. This game wasn't any special, there were people coming my same way, so I just destroyed them all. Then I scavenged the place with my limited view. I was lagging, okay? Give my school laptop a break. Deathmatch rolls around and no one knows what they're doing. I was good at sniping them with boomboxes, so I claimed my victory in style. And now, for the final hurdle through all of this. It's Bedwars solos. My limited render distance was going to be a challenge, so I wasted no time rushing my neighbor, who just gave up instantly. And then I began stacking up on resources. People are dropping like flies, and my bed gets broken while I'm away for just a second and nearly die. I was in for quite the competition. He doesn't suspect a thing, so I break his bed and head back to re-gear. Kills the final few people, and one last target remains for him, me. Then he spots me. It's over. Surely, it's over. Was this challenge gonna be all for nothing? Was this the fate I was bound to endure? But then, I remember, I had a knockback dory. So as a last-ditch effort, as he jumps down, ready to fight one last time, the challenge was over. So, after a week of grinding, what could be concluded from this? Never, ever try this challenge at home, unless you were one of the sweats in the video. On the bright side, at least we have the difficult servers out of the way, right? Oh, fuck.